What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Pokemon Platinum. In the last episode, we added yet another Pokemon to our team, Gongon, the Bronzor. Now, right now, Bronzor is a little bit useless due to its stats and nature combination. We're just going to be kind of holding off from using it for the time being. It's got an experience share glued to it while we kind of use the rest of our team. If I absolutely have to bring it out, I will. But for right now, it doesn't really do all that much because it kind of hits like a wet noodle. But eventually, all of this is going to pay off once we actually get it to evolve. Today, we're going to be doing a couple of things before we actually finally start to progress towards the next town. There's two more things left for us to do, and luckily they're both pretty close by. First of those is actually here at the Oreburgh gate, which, if you remember correctly, the first time we were here, there was a whole area of the cave we couldn't go through because we didn't have access to a bike just yet. So we're going to make our way back down there and go get this because there is an incredibly good TM waiting for us down here in the basement that we definitely want to get. So I don't actually need to be on my bike right this second. I just need to break my way through these rocks and get all the way over to where the cyclist is, although I'm sure it's probably going to make me lose my rappel here. So let's run that out before it kills all my momentum trying to jump over these rocks, you know what I mean? So, and then we'll kind of reset our rappel here. So yeah, do the thing. It's going to run out any second now. Come on. I don't trust it. There we go. Okay, so let's do this again. And we're going to use our bike to just kind of fly over these jumps. So here we go. All the way over, and boom, we have gotten ourselves TM31 Brick Break. And can you guess who I am going to teach this move to? That's right, we are going to be teaching it to our Monferno, Gyoja. Let's give that to him immediately. This has a base power of 75 and breaks through Reflect and Light Screen. It is an amazing fighting type move and definitely stronger than Mach Punch, even though it doesn't get the priority that Mach Punch gets. We're going to get rid of Scratch for that because I don't really use Scratch almost under any circumstance anymore, so I'm okay with getting rid of that, and I would rather not get rid of Mach Punch because it still has its usefulness as a priority move. So we are officially done exploring this place, at least until we have Surf, which is cool, but there's one more spot we need to go to now that we have access to Cut. So let's head now towards Route 204. There is another TM waiting for us over there once we get there, and I would very much like to pick that up. And that's just, of course, north of Jubilife. Unfortunately, we can't actually stop in Jubilife and get ourselves another Pokechat because we're still only at 2 gym badges. We still got a ways to go yet. But once I grab this last item, then I will just meet you guys back in Oreburgh City, and we can finally progress from there. I know, it's been a lot of in-between stuff after getting ourselves the badge in Eterna, but we'll eventually get back on track. Okay, that wore off. Let's head up here. And I want to say, okay, I can't remember exactly which direction it's in, but I got to actually track this sucker down. It's wherever you can use Cut. And is it up on the upper section? I actually don't know. Let me have a look around really quickly. Let's go this way. It might actually be on the north side of the route instead of here on the south side. I thought it was on the south side, but I was thinking of the item that you need to surf to get to instead. So let's see. You are... Where are you? Yeah, I wore off. Okay, there it is. Yes. Okay, so let's cut our way through this. I don't know, would it have been faster to go here from Eterna Forest or not? Hi, are you the flurry type? I'm asking you to make this point. I teach at the trainer school, and I'd like to give you a lesson. Before I do, I'd like you to have this TM. And we get TM78. You know how Pokemon have genders, like they're males and females? Well, the move Captivate only works against the opposite gender. For example, it only works when used by a male Pokemon on a female. The move sharply lowers the target's special attack. You probably know this, but a TM is good for one use. Yeah. So yeah, we can get ourselves Captivate just for having Cut, which is awesome. Now, I'm probably not going to be teaching that to any of my Pokemon. I generally prefer to use Attract in that context than Captivate because Attract is such a powerful effect. That it just really prevents a Pokemon from actually doing anything. So it's really, really awesome. But yeah, Captivate I don't really like as much because, while yes, it is nice to sharply lower special attack, the fact that you can only ever do it on the opposite sex is just, I don't know, not really my favorite limitation on a move. Anyways, I'll meet you all back in Oreburgh City in just a second. Okay, now that I have sufficiently burned through enough repels, I literally had 30 an episode ago, now I'm down to 12. Let's finally head up to Route 207, and we can finally get a move on here and start making our way to the next area. Okay, there's a lot of ground we have to cover. And actually, really quickly, though, is it this guy that gives it? No, not that guy. So somebody here gives us something. We're going to take a run. Yeah, okay, not you. Somebody gives us something, I swear. But maybe we have to wait a little ways before we can actually have that happen. But for now, let's just get ourselves into a fight. Do some battling here. And see if we can't level up our team a little bit. I really do want to get Rotom to level 22, because then it's going to actually learn an electric-type move that's worth a damn. Because right now, all it has is Thunder Shock, which is, it's fine, but it's just not ideal at the moment. Okay, let's see if I can get a Blizzard to land here. That would be awesome. I'm going to immediately start with a payback on Chimchar, and then, yeah, let's see if we can get Blizzard to land. Spark first, huh? Well, maybe I should have used payback on Pachirisu then, if that was the case. I did not think it was going to be the fastest thing in the room. All right, is this going to actually land on them? I mean, this is why I wanted to use Blizzard. I wanted to also attack Chimchar because it was going to mostly resist that. Payback. Some decent damage, but it's not going to be anything incredible because it's not the double damage attack. Oh, this is going to hurt. Okay, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Okay, so let's go and use... Shoot. Let's, gosh. I guess I'll use payback on Pachirisu then. But that's going to be a lot of damage if it does that again, isn't it? Yeah, it probably is. Shoot. All right, fine. Just do it. It's all right. Oh, gosh. Hang in there. It's barely held on. Oh, my goodness. So scary. All right, we're all right. We're all right. Knock Chimchar out at the very least. And we should be able to land the payback on Pachirisu. Come on. Beautiful. Okay, this is where things are going to get... Oh, that's still not enough. This is where things are going to get a little dicey from here on out, just because I am splitting experience between so many Pokemon that it's going to be kind of hard to keep up with everything. But this is where I just really got to lock in and play my absolute best if I can help it. Because, oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to confuse Ryu. Okay, here comes another Spark. Because, yeah, I'm going to actually probably start to follow behind a little bit on the level curve. And, oh, man, those Sparks are really killing me right now. Golly. Maybe I need to swap Air out and let her hold the experience share for a little while and just keep using my my best ones for a minute. Because I just completely stopped using Helena. And, honestly, I really should use Helena more here. I don't want to waste another Blizzard on this Pachirisu. That's why I'm, like, reluctant to pick it. Even though it probably would just knock Pachirisu out. But, gosh, the damage on it's so weak. Let's see. And then, of course, it got the Spark off. It's going to hit Helena, though, this time because it was going for Era. And it's not going to do that much. Just don't paralyze, please. Thank you. Little guy doesn't have Volt Absorb, though, so that's okay. All right, let's do a Mega Drain. Then another Thunder Shock. Or you could just hit yourself, right? No, of course not. Why would that ever work? I swear when I cause confusion, it just never happens on the opposing Pokemon. Like, ever. It's supposed to be 50%, and the odds are just so incredibly low. It's such a useless status. That's why I'm so reluctant to use it all the time, even though I have access to it constantly. Okay, yeah, I'm going to put Helena at the front of the party and just kind of let Gong just sort of gain experience passively for a while, and then eventually we'll let Era catch up a little bit more on her own, especially when we can start running into Pokemon where she can actually do something worth a damn. Because Geist is struggling right now, too, at least until he gets access to Shockwave. All right, Super Potion. Not bad. You're next, sir. And I like that you're a hiker, so that should be pretty easy pickings for my Roselia here. All right, what are you going to throw out first? Geodude. That's what I like to see. A very easy chunk of experience for me. All right, let's Mega Drain you. And I should also mention there are no new Pokemon in this area. We already kind of discussed the one new Pokemon that was on this route back when we were in Oreburgh City. It's just Machop. But you can technically catch that as early as when you were first in Oreburgh City if you just walk up and go in the grass. In the area that we're in right now, you're not really going to be running into new Pokemon anyway because there's no tall grass up here. Oh, we got a Nose Pass. Interesting. Let's try a Giga Drain on you because we don't have that quad effectiveness because you don't have a ground typing. Hey, that's what I like to see. Nose Pass isn't a super strong Pokemon, but Probopass, on the other hand, is pretty legit. And if I could get my hands on one of those, I would have happily done so. But there we go. Okay, so what we got here? What is this? Oh, hold on. Lucas, what's going on? Hey, Don, how's your Pokedex coming along? Me, I'm always doing great. I wish, but that's not important. Lately, I've been experimenting with a couple neat tools. I'll share with you. Choose a hand. Left. Oh, yeah, you wanted the Versus Seeker. Yep, Don, you know what's important. The Versus Seeker? Using that Versus Seeker, you can find trainers who want to battle with you again. Don, what about a Pokédex? Do you have one? Yep, you do. You can have this too, then. You deserve it for all your effort, Don. So yeah, so the way this works is that no matter what you do, Lucas is just going to give you both items anyway. He'll just give you one first over the other. Dowsing Machine app locates unseeable items. Dowsing Machine is, well, just try touching it. It'll alert you if there's an unseeable item on the ground. Try it out now. I think there's something here. Okay, keep working on your Pokedex. All right, so now we can finally switch off of the status app here, and we can check out the Dowsing Machine. So here's how this works. You can click each quadrant of the Dowsing Machine and see if you can't find hidden items. So like right there, I got a Great Ball. Here, let me click it again to show you. So hold on, let's do that. And then right there, you can see directly a few squares below me, there is another one. I can't quite reach it, though, because it is exactly 4 clicks below me, and that area is blocked off. So I need to find my way over there if I want to get it. This should hopefully mean that I'm not going to have any problems getting hidden items for the remainder of the game. At least I would hope so. I am going to try to just use this thing as liberally as possible and find all of the items I need that way. I actually did miss a couple of hidden items in the basement section of Wayward Cave. I think I missed like a Dusk Stone that was in there, so I could go back and get that, but I'm not hurting for it too much, mainly because none of the Pokemon I'm trying to get in the game need a Dusk Stone to evolve. But it is worth mentioning that I did miss that. I also think I missed a, what was it? The Stardust. There we go. Okay. Well, that's okay that I missed those. I'm going to try to be a little bit more vigilant about hidden items from here on out. Let's use a Mega Drain. And I'll try to make sure that I keep like a little bit of a reference guide up just so that I can find all these hidden items as I go through each of the respective areas here. Problem is, I wish this Dowsing Machine worked like future Dowsing Machines where it just always pings you, but the fact that you have to manually do it yourself every time can be a little bit frustrating, but whatever. I won't worry about it too much. All right, we're going up against a Luxio now. Well, that's cool, isn't it? All right, well, let's see. We got... Oh, that's right. I forgot I put the... Quick Claw on Roselia. That's actually going to be very, very handy. And wow, that was just a one-shot. I love it. That is awesome. And there we go. All right. Good amount of experience. And now we got a Gligar. Okay, so this is a partial flying type. So it's not the most ideal to fight it, and we can't use electric moves on it either. I think I'll just stick with Helena for this one, though, because it is pretty darn good. Use another Giga Drain here. Knockoff, huh? You're going to take my Quick Claw away? That's not very nice. Let's see how much this Giga Drain does. I'm so glad they buffed it, because in the last generation, Giga Drain was the same amount of power as it is now, except you could only use it 5 times. In this generation, they buffed it to 10 uses, and then they would buff it again later to a base power of 80, which was much more respectable and actually makes Giga Drain more of a mainstay move in your loadout. Once there's a certain Grass-type move I'm going to get later that's going to be my primary used move, and Giga Drain will be more of a, hey, I've taken damage, let's use it in that specific instance. There we go. Okay, so there is, I want to say, an item up here on this platform. We can use our... Is it up here? It might be. It might be at the end of this platform. I'll have to check it here in a minute, but let's fight this hiker first. Okay, so you are... Yep, okay. I do believe the item is right next to him. Yes. That should be the last of the hidden items that I need on this in this area, aside from the one that's over by that cave entrance. But since you're just a Geodude, I'm going to give you the old Mega Drain as opposed to the Giga. Man, we're getting close. We really are getting close, I swear. We're almost inside the mountain, actually, and we're going to finally make our way to the eastern side of the region, which is exciting, because we've been stuck on this western side this whole time. I was thinking we were going to breeze through this first part of the playthrough more, but it's actually taking quite a while. But granted, the fact that I have almost my entire team already, yeah, I guess it kind of tracks. Got a lot of work to do with everybody, though, to make them all up to speed. I think I'll be much more comfortable once we have this entire team in the 30s and everybody has evolved, or at least I've gotten Drifloon to evolve and Bronzor to evolve more particularly. Once they're there, I'll be like, okay, I'm good to go for the rest of this playthrough, because they are my biggest concern. Okay, let's do another Mega Drain here. Hey, Quick Claw. Even though I didn't need that, I'll take it. And there we go. Down you go. All right, I think he has one more Pokemon that we're going to have to deal with, which is fine. I'm not too worried about that. It's all probably just going to be the same thing. Even if he has a Machop, it's not really a huge issue. An Onix, even better. That's more experience for just as much work. At least than Geodude. All right, just another Mega Drain. Why not? Why would I bother using a Giga Drain in this instance? Oh, man. And I look at Onix and I'm just like, why? Why are you so wasted? Why? Well, your design, I love it so much. Please. It was seriously like one of the very first ever Pokemon that I can remember really sticking with me when I saw it for how cool it was. And I was just so mad. I was so mad that it wasn't good. Okay, so I believe it's like right here. Yes, okay, it's literally right next to me. Rare candy, thank you very much. I'm going to be saving that for a little bit later. Probably actually for a much later. Probably when Drifloon is about to evolve, because then I can get her to the level that she is supposed to be a lot quicker. Okay, trainer over here. I can't get that to that item unless we get a certain HM that we do not have access to right now, and won't for actually a little while. So we've got Cut, but now we have a new HM to look forward to that we're going to eventually get our hands on. But all right, she's going to start with a Machop. Fine with me. Man, Helena, you were going to get a lot of focus for a while, aren't you? I suppose that's okay, because you were kind of the weak link in the party for a while. Now you are absolutely not. In fact, you might even go as far to say she's arguably the strongest member of the team right now. Especially because we're just not quite there yet with Rotom. Has Bronzor even leveled up once since I've caught it? It's had this experience share on it for a little while. Okay, it has. That's good. I was about to feel like really bad that it hasn't gone anywhere. Don't be stupid Meditite. I swear. See, this is like the only Pokemon where it's like, I wish I had Faint, because it's so predictable that it just uses this. Like, Meditite has been this way in all of the generations. If this was Gen 3, really? 3 times in a row? Okay, there's no way it lands a 4th time, right? Okay, yeah, it never does. Anyway, Meditite is the most predictable overuser of Detect that has ever existed. If this was Gen 3, I'd say the same thing about Pelipper, but it's not, so it's probably going to start spamming it again here. No, it didn't. I'm actually shocked, because it probably would have actually worked that time. But okay. Down you go. I'm getting low on uses. I'm probably going to have to do a little bit of a swap here. But I do want to keep Helena for this next area we're about to go into, because we're going to be running into more rock types in there. Okay, so let's see. Right here, let's use that last ping. So, oh, literally next to me. Right? No, I was already on top of it. There we go. Get ourselves another revive. And now we can finally head on inside the mountain. This is Mount Coronet, the big centralized mountain that runs straight through the entire Sinnoh region. And we are going to want to use repels for most of this place. Use the rest of my regular repels. There's no trainers in here to fight. It's all just wild Pokemon. There is an item I can grab here. I think all the items in this part of Mount Coronet are all hidden. So we're just going to have to watch out for those. Let's see. Is there another one here? There is one directly to my right. Got ourselves a revive. Awesome. And then there is one more for us to go after, and it might be this. Oh, hold on. According to one theory, Mount Coronet is where the Sinnoh region began. In a newly created world, a world where only time flowed and space expanded, there should have been no strife. But what became of that world? Because the human spirit is weak and incomplete, strife has spread. This world is being ruined by it. I find this state of affairs to be deplorable. Man, there's way too many villains out there who think that just existence is suffering, and it's like, guys, calm down. It's not that deep. Y'all are too oversensitive about this. Okay, there we go. I think that is the last item that we can find in this immediate area, so that takes care of that. Yeah, we can't get to anything else in here, so let's just head down and out instead of using Rock Smash through all those rocks. And welcome, everybody, to Route 208. Okay, so before I go any further, there are some new Pokemon in Mount Coronet that we could catch, and there's also a new Pokemon here in Route 208, but I'm going to save all of that for the next episode. We're going to discuss all those while we fight through a bunch of trainers, because there's actually a lot worth talking about both in Mount Coronet and out in this route. So, guys, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Let's Play Pokemon Platinum very, very much. I will see you all in the next one.